I don't like this, Emily whispered, gripping my hand tighter. Something feels wrong. I force a smile. It's just a mission, Em. I'll be back before you even get used to missing me. That's not funny, she said, her voice shaking. Don't joke like that. I'm not joking, I replied softly. I promise you I'll come back. Daniel leaned against the doorframe, arms crossed. He will, Em. James always does what he says. I looked at him and nodded. Yeah, always. Emily shook her head, tears already in her eyes. You don't know that. War isn't something you can promise your way out of. I pulled her closer. Hey, look at me. She lifted her eyes slowly. I'm not going anywhere permanently. This is just a year. 1 year and I'll be back. 1 year is a long time, she whispered. Daniel stepped forward. That's why I'm here. I'll check on her every day if I have to. I laughed lightly. You don't have to babysit her, mate. I know, he said, smiling. But I will anyway. Emily glanced at him, then back at me. You trust him that much? More than anyone, I said without thinking. He's like my brother. Daniel gave me a small nod. And you're mine. Emily wiped her tears. Then promise me something, Daniel. Anything, he said. Don't let me fall apart while he's gone. Daniel's voice softened. I won't. You have my word. I squeezed her hand. See? You're not alone. She looked at me again, searching my face. But I want you, James. Not just someone to replace you. I'm not being replaced, I said gently. I'm just temporarily unavailable. She let out a weak laugh. That's a terrible way to put it. Hey, at least I'm honest, I said. Daniel chuckled. You've always been terrible with emotions. Oi, I'm trying here, I shot back. Emily rested her head against my chest. I hate this. I hate that you have to go. I hate it too, I admitted quietly. But I don't have a choice. You always have a choice, she said. Not this time. There was a long silence. The kind that says more than words ever could. Daniel cleared his throat. I'll grab some drinks. You two talk. Stay, Emily said suddenly. He paused. Are you sure? Yes. I don't want this to feel like goodbye. I nodded. Yes, stay. He sat down across from us, but kept quiet. Emily looked at both of us. Do you remember when we first met? I smiled. You spilled coffee on me. It was your fault, she said quickly. You walked into me. Daniel laughed. You argued for 10 minutes before even saying your names. And you just stood there watching, I said. Best show I'd seen all week, he replied. Emily smiled faintly. Everything felt so simple back then. It still is, I said. We're just making it complicated. No, she whispered. This is complicated. I brushed her hair back. We'll get through it. We always do. Daniel nodded. You've been through worse. Not like this, she said. I looked at her carefully. What are you afraid of? She hesitated. Losing you. You won't. And what if I do? She asked. Then I'll fight my way back, I said firmly. Daniel leaned forward. That's what he does, Em. He survives. Emily looked at him, then at me. Promise me you won't change. I smiled softly. I'll probably come back more annoying. I'm serious, she said. So am I replied. I'll still be me. She nodded slowly. Okay. Daniel stood up again. I'll actually grab those drinks now. Bring something strong, I said. Always do, he replied before walking out. Emily watched him leave, then turned back to me. He really would do anything for you. I know. And for me? He'll take care of you, I said. She looked down. I hope so. I tilted her chin up. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing, she said quickly. I'm just scared. Of what? Of being alone, she admitted. You won't be, I said. You have him. You have friends. You have everything. I just want you, she said again. I pulled her into a hug. I know. She held on to me, like she was afraid I'd disappear. Don't leave me, she whispered. I closed my eyes for a second. Something inside me tightened. I have to, I said quietly. Then come back, she replied. I will. Promise. I promise. Daniel walked back in, holding 2 bottles. All right, enough sadness. Let's make this night count. I forced a grin. That's the spirit. Emily wiped her face. Yeah, let's not waste it. We sat together, talking, laughing, pretending everything was normal. Daniel raised his bottle. To survival. I clinked mine against his. To coming back. Emily hesitated, then joined. To us. We drank. For a moment, everything felt okay. But deep down I felt it. A crack. Something small, quiet, but real. I ignored it because I trusted them, and that trust would cost me everything. Carter, get down, Captain Grant shouted. I dropped instantly as bullets ripped past my head. That was close. Close gets you killed, he snapped. Stay sharp. I am sharp, I yelled back, pressing myself against the broken wall. Liam slid beside me. You call that sharp? You almost lost your head. Still attached, isn't it? I said. Barely, he muttered. Grant peeked over cover. We move in 10 seconds. You hesitate, you're dead. Understood. Understood, I said. Loud enough for me to believe it, he barked. Understood, I shouted. Good. 3, 2, 1, move. I ran. Gunfire echoed everywhere. My chest burned. My legs felt like they might give out. Keep going, Liam shouted. I'm trying, I replied. We dove behind a rusted vehicle. I hit the ground hard. You alive? Liam asked. Yeah, I think so, I said, catching my breath. A scream cut through the noise. Medic, we need help. I turned. A soldier lay bleeding, clutching his side. Sophie rushed over. Don't move. Stay with me. He's losing blood fast, I said. Then help me, she snapped. What do you need? Press here, she ordered, pointing. I pressed down. The man screamed. I'm sorry, I said. Don't apologize, Sophie said. Just keep him awake. Hey, I said to the soldier. Stay with me. What's your name? Tom, he whispered. Tom, you're gonna be fine, I said. Sophie glanced at me. Say it like you believe it. You're gonna be fine, I repeated. Tom grabbed my arm. Don't let me die. You won't, I said, but his grip weakened. Sophie, I said. She checked him, then shook her head slowly. Damn it, she whispered. I leaned back, staring at my hands covered in blood. You did what you could, she said. It wasn't enough. It never feels like it is, she replied. Grant walked over. We move again in 5. That's it, I asked. That's war, Grant said firmly. You stop, you join him. I clenched my jaw. Understood. That night, I sat alone, staring at my phone. I opened Emily's messages. I miss you. Come back safe. I smiled faintly. I will, I whispered. A message popped up. Daniel. She's doing fine, mate. Don't worry. I typed, thanks. Tell her I'll call tomorrow. She's asleep, he replied. Long day. I stared at the screen, then typed, right. Liam sat beside me. You read those a lot. Yeah. She must mean everything to you. She does, I said. And your friend? Daniel. He's family, I replied. Liam nodded. Then you've got something worth surviving for. I do, I said quietly. Sophie walked over, handing me water. Drink. Thanks. She sat down. You handled today well. I didn't save him. You tried, she said. That matters. It doesn't feel like it. She looked at me. The ones who survive aren't the strongest. I met her eyes. Then what are they? The ones who refuse to die, she said. I let that settle inside me. I can do that, I said. You have to, she replied. Days blurred together. Carter, move. Grant shouted. I'm hit. Liam yelled. I ran to him. Where? My arm, he said, gripping it. Sophie rushed over. Let me see. Am I dying? Liam asked. No, she said. You're too annoying to die. He laughed weakly. Good. I exhaled. You scared me. Admit it, he said. You'd miss me. Maybe a little, I replied. That night, I checked my phone again. Emily's messages were shorter. Hope you're okay. Stay safe. I frowned. I typed. I miss you. No reply. Minutes passed. Then Daniel messaged. She's been tired. Don't worry. I stared at the words. All right, I replied. But something fell off. Everything okay? Liam asked. Yeah, I said quickly. You don't sound okay. I'm just tired. Sophie looked at me. Trust your instincts. It's nothing, I said. Nothing doesn't make you look like that, she replied. Like what? Like you're losing something, she said. I shook my head. I'm not. Another mission. Stay with me. Grant shouted. I'm here, I yelled. Then fight like it. I fired back, adrenaline taking over. Hours later, we sat in silence. You're still breathing, Grant said. Yeah. Good. Keep it that way. I will, I said. That night, I checked my phone again. No message from Emily. Only Daniel. She's asleep again. I stared at the screen. Something didn't feel right. But I pushed it away. Because I needed to believe. Because if I didn't, I had nothing left. So I told myself everything was fine. I told myself she was just tired. I told myself Daniel was telling the truth. And every day, I kept going. Not because I was strong, but because I refused to die. Why aren't you smiling anymore? Liam asked, nudging my shoulder. I'm smiling, I said. No, you're pretending, he replied. There's a difference. I sighed. It's nothing. You've said nothing every day this week, he said. Either nothing is very big, or you're lying. I'm not lying, I muttered. Then tell me, he said. What's going on? I stared at my phone. Emily hasn't been replying much. That's it, he asked. That's not it, I said. She used to message me all the time. Now it's just short replies. Like what? Like okay. Stay safe. Talk later, I said. Liam frowned. That does sound off. And Daniel keeps answering instead of her. I added. Your best friend? He asked. Yeah. What does he say? He says she's tired, I replied. Or busy. Or asleep. Liam leaned back. And you believe that? I want to, I said quietly. That's not the same as believing it, he replied. I didn't answer. Have you called her? He asked. Not yet. Call her, he said. Right now. I hesitated. What if she's actually asleep? Then she won't answer, he said. But at least you'll know you tried. I looked at my phone. Do it, he urged. I took a breath and pressed call. It rang. Once. Twice. 3 times. No answer. I frowned. She's not picking up. Keep waiting, Liam said. The call continued. Then suddenly it connected. Hello, a voice said. I froze. Daniel? I asked. Yeah, mate, he replied. What's up? Where's Emily? I asked. She's asleep, he said quickly. I sat up straighter. Again. Yeah, she's been really tired lately, he said. I glanced at Liam, who raised an eyebrow. Can you wake her? I asked. She needs rest, Daniel replied. You don't want to wake her. I just want to hear her voice, I said. There was a pause. I'll tell her you called, he said. Daniel, I said slowly. Why are you answering her phone? Another pause. I was just here, he said. She left it on the table. At your place? I asked. No, at yours, he said quickly. I felt something twist in my chest. Oh, I said. Don't overthink it, he added. Everything's fine. Right, I said. Everything's fine. Exactly, he replied. Focus on staying alive, yeah? Yeah, I said. I will. I'll let her know you called, he said. Thanks, I replied. The call ended. I stared at the screen. Well, Liam asked. Daniel answered, I said. And he said she's asleep, I replied. Liam shook his head. Again. Yeah. And you believe that? He asked. I didn't answer right away. I don't know, I admitted. That didn't sound convincing, he said. It's probably nothing, I said. You keep saying that, he replied. But your face says something else. What does it say? I asked. That you don't trust it, he said. I looked down. I trust them. Do you? He asked. Yes, I said quickly. Then why are you bothered? He pressed. I clenched my jaw. Because I'm far away. Because I can't see what's happening. That's exactly why you should trust your gut, he said. My gut is probably just fear, I replied. Or it's warning you, he said. I shook my head. I can't think like that. Why not? Because if I start doubting them, I paused. I'll lose focus. And if you lose focus, you die, he finished. Exactly, I said. Liam sighed. That's a heavy choice. It's the only choice, I replied. He leaned forward. Listen to me. War messes with your head, but so does denial. I'm not in denial, I said. Then call her again tomorrow, he said. And the next day? Don't stop. I won't, I replied. Sophie walked over. What's going on? He's worried about home, Liam said. She looked at me. That's normal. It doesn't feel normal, I said. What feels wrong? She asked. I don't know, I admitted. Everything just feels distant. Distance does that, she said. This feels different, I replied. She studied me. Then don't ignore it. I have to, I said. Why? Because I need something to hold on to, I said quietly. She nodded slowly. I understand. Liam crossed his arms. Just don't hold on to something that's already slipping. I looked at him. It's not slipping. Then prove it, he said. I will, I replied. That night, I stared at my phone again. No message from Emily. Only Daniel. She's still resting. Long day. I read it twice. Then I typed, all right. I put the phone down. My chest felt tight. Everything okay? Liam asked from across the room. Yeah, I said. You sure? He asked. Yeah, I repeated, but I knew I was lying. Something was wrong. I could feel it, but I pushed it down. Because doubt was dangerous. Doubt could get me killed. So I chose to believe them. I chose to trust Daniel. I chose to trust Emily, even when it didn't feel right. Even when every part of me whispered that something had changed. I ignored it, and that was my biggest mistake. I'm finally here, I whispered to myself, standing in front of my house. My hand hovered over the door. This is it, just knock. I knocked. My heart pounded. She's going to open the door and smile. I muttered. She's going to hug me. Footsteps. The handle moved. The door opened. Emily, I said, smiling. She froze. James, she whispered. I stepped forward. I'm back. She didn't move. I said softly. Aren't you going to hug me? Her eyes filled with something I didn't understand. Fear. Why do you look like that? I asked. I didn't expect you today, she said. I told you my return date, I replied. I know. She trailed off. I frowned. What's wrong? Nothing, she said quickly. I stepped closer. That's when I saw it. Her hand resting on her stomach. I stopped. What is that? I asked quietly. She didn't answer. Emily, I said, my voice tighter. What is that? She stepped back. Answer me, I said. Tears filled her eyes. I can't, she whispered. My chest felt hollow. Can't or won't. She looked down. Emily, look at me, I said. She didn't. Look at me. I raised my voice. She flinched and slowly lifted her eyes. Are you pregnant? I asked. Silence. Say something, I demanded. Her lips trembled. Yes. The word hit me like nothing else ever had. Yes. I repeated. I'm sorry, she whispered. I laughed, but didn't feel real. Sorry? That's what you say. I didn't mean for this to happen, she said. What happened? I asked. Explain it to me. I was alone, she said. I thought you weren't coming back. I called you, I said. I texted you. I know, she said. I was scared. So you got pregnant? I asked, my voice flat. Tears rolled down her face. It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? I asked. She shook her head. I can't explain it like this. Try, I said. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. I took a step back. Wow. James, please, she started. Don't, I said. Just don't. I turned slightly, trying to breathe. Who is it? I asked. She didn't answer. Who is it, Emily? I repeated. Her silence was louder than any answer. Then I heard it. James. I can explain. I froze. Slowly, I turned around. Daniel stood there. Explain. I repeated. He stepped forward. It's not what you think. I stared at him. Then tell me what it is. He looked at Emily, then back at me. We didn't plan this. I let out a hollow laugh. Of course you didn't. James, listen, he said. No, I cut him off. You listen. He stopped. You told me you'd take care of her, I said. I did, he replied. This is your idea of taking care of her? I asked. It just happened, he said. That's your excuse? I said. It just happened. Emily stepped forward. James, please. Don't say my name like that, I said. She froze. I looked at Daniel. You were my brother. I still am, he said. No, I replied. You're not. He ran a hand through his hair. I didn't mean to hurt you. But you did, I said. I know, he admitted. I shook my head slowly. You knew exactly what you were doing. It wasn't like that, he insisted. Then what was it like? I asked. He didn't answer. I laughed again, empty. Right. No answer. Emily reached for me. James, please stay. We can fix this. I stepped back. Fix this? Yes, she said. We can figure it out together. Together? I repeated. You already figured it out without me. Tears streamed down her face. I was wrong. You think? I said. Daniel stepped closer. Let me make it right. I looked at him. You can't. I can try, he said. There is no trying, I replied. You already did it. Silence filled the room. I felt nothing. No anger. No rage. Just emptiness. I survived a war for this, I said quietly. James, Emily whispered. I shook my head. Don't. I walked past them. Where are you going? She asked. Away, I said. Please don't leave, she cried. I stopped at the door. For a second, I almost turned back. Almost. But I didn't. I already lost everything. I said. There's nothing left to stay for. I opened the door. James, please, she shouted. I stepped outside. Say something. Daniel called. I didn't. I just kept walking. Because if I stayed, I would break. And I had already broken enough. No bullets in war ever hurt this much. James, wait, Daniel said, stepping toward me. Don't, I replied, raising my hand. Stay right there. He stopped. Just listen to me. I've been listening, I said. That's the problem. Emily wiped her tears. Please, just give us a chance to explain. You've had a year to explain, I said. Now you suddenly have words. It wasn't planned, Daniel said. It just happened. I stared at him. Say that again. It just happened, he repeated quieter. I let out a breath. That's your truth. It's not that simple, he said. Then make it simple, I replied. Because right now, it sounds like you didn't even try to stop it. He looked down. I should have. You should have. I echoed. That's what you've got. Emily stepped forward. James, I was alone. I thought you weren't coming back. I called you, I said. I messaged you every day. I know, she said, crying. But every day felt heavier. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think. So you went to him, I said, pointing at Daniel. I needed someone, she whispered. You had me, I said. You were miles away, she replied. That didn't stop me from loving you, I said. She covered her face. I was weak. I nodded slowly. Finally, something honest. Daniel stepped closer again. Don't talk to her like that. I looked at him. You don't get to tell me how to talk. I'm trying to fix this, he said. You can't fix this, I replied. I can try, he insisted. Stop saying that, I snapped. Trying doesn't erase what you did. He clenched his jaw. I didn't mean for it to go this far. But it did, I said. And you let it. Emily reached for me again. James, please stay. We can figure this out. I stepped back. Figure what out? Our future, she said. I laughed bitterly. Our future? Yes, she said. We can still. No, I cut her off. There is no we anymore. Her face broke. Don't say that. It's already done, I said. Daniel rubbed his face. We made a mistake. A mistake, I said. You don't call this a mistake. Then what do you call it? He asked. Betrayal, I said. Simple. Silence filled the room. I trusted you, I said quietly. Daniel looked at me. I know. No, you don't, I replied. If you did, this wouldn't have happened. He took a step closer. I was there when you left. I saw how hard it was. Then why? I asked. He hesitated. Because I was there after you left too. I frowned. What does that mean? It means I saw her break, he said. I saw her cry every night. And that gave you the right? I asked. No, he said quickly. But it made me stay. And then I pushed. And then things changed, he admitted. I shook my head. You changed. Emily spoke softly. We both did. I looked at her. You promised me. I know, she whispered. You asked me not to lie, I said. Remember that? She nodded, crying harder. I remember. And you still did this, I said. I didn't think it would go this far, she said. You keep saying that, I replied. But here we are. Daniel looked at me. I'll take responsibility. You already took everything, I said. He flinched. Emily dropped to her knees. Please don't leave me. I froze for a second. Get up, I said quietly. Not until you say you'll stay, she said. I can't say that, I replied. Then I'll stay here, she said. I closed my eyes briefly. This won't change anything. It might, she whispered. It won't, I said firmly. Daniel looked between us. This isn't helping. Nothing helps, I said. That's the point. I stepped back again. James, Emily said, reaching out. Please. I shook my head. I don't feel anything. That's not true, she said. You're hurt. I should be angry, I said. I should be shouting. Then shout, Daniel said. Hit me if you want. I looked at him. No. Why not, he asked. Because you're not worth it, I said. That hit him harder than anything else. Emily sobbed. Say something, anything. Already did, I replied. I turned toward the door. Don't go, she cried. I paused. You were my home, I said without turning back. Both of you. Silence. And now I have nothing, I added. I opened the door. James, Daniel called. I didn't answer. I stepped outside and closed the door behind me. The night air hit my face. I walked. No direction. No plan. Just away. Hours passed. I ended up sitting on the pavement, staring at the sky. Why? I whispered. No answer. I lay back, hands behind my head. I survived everything for this, I said quietly. The stars looked the same. Unchanged. Unlike me. I trusted them, I said. My voice felt empty. I gave them everything. The silence didn't care. I closed my eyes. Why did I survive? I whispered. The question hung in the air. For this. Coffee, she asked. I looked up. Yes, sure. Strong or normal? She said. Strong, I replied. I think I need it. She nodded. You look like you do. I gave a faint smile. Is it that obvious? Only if you're paying attention, she said. I watched her prepare the cup. You always this direct? Only with people who look like they're carrying too much, she replied. I exhaled. That bad, huh? She placed the cup in front of me. You tell me. I stared at the coffee. I'm working on it. Working on what? She asked. Not thinking about things, I said. That never works, she said. I know, I admitted. She sat across from me. Then why do it? Because the alternative hurts more, I said. She nodded slowly. Fair enough. I took a sip. Thanks. Grace, right? Grace Turner, she said. And you are? James, I replied. Just James? She asked. For now, I said. She didn't push further. All right, just James. I looked around the cafe. Quiet place. People come here to breathe, she said. Does it work? I asked. Sometimes, she replied. Sometimes it just gives them space to try. I nodded. I think I needed that. You came to the right place, she said. I stared at my cup. I lost everything. She didn't react. That's a heavy sentence. It's true, I said. Then why are you still here? She asked. I frowned. What do you mean? If you lost everything, what kept you walking through that door? She said. I thought for a moment. I don't know. Maybe you didn't lose everything, she said. Feels like I did, I replied. Feelings lie sometimes, she said. I looked at her. You always talk like this. Only when it matters, she said. I let out a small breath. You don't even know me. I don't need to, she said. Pain looks the same on everyone. I nodded slowly. You're not wrong. She stood up. Stay as long as you want. Thanks, I said. Days passed. I kept coming back. You're becoming a regular, Grace said one morning. Is that a bad thing? I asked. Not if it helps, she replied. It does, I admitted. Good, she said. That's the point. I sat down. You ever ask why I'm like this? I could, she said. But I won't. Why not? I asked. Because you'll tell me when you're ready, she replied. I smiled faintly. You're patient. I have to be, she said. Later that day, my phone rang. James, Captain Grant's voice came through. Captain, I said. Didn't expect your call. Heard you were back, he said. Yeah. How are you holding up, he asked. I hesitated. I've been better. Word didn't break you, he said. Don't let this do it. I closed my eyes for a second. It feels different. It is different, he replied. But pain is pain. You either face it or let it control you. I'm trying, I said. Trying isn't enough, he said. You have to decide. Decide what? I asked. Who you're going to be after this, he said. I didn't answer. You survived worse, he added. Don't forget that. I won't, I said quietly. The call ended. Grace walked over. You look lighter. Do I? I asked. Yeah, she said. Like something shifted. Maybe it did, I replied. She smiled. Good. Weeks turned into months. Another coffee? She asked. Yeah, I said. Same as always. You're predictable now, she teased. Better than broken, I replied. She nodded. I'll take that. One evening, Liam called. Still alive? He asked. Barely, I said. He laughed. Heard some things. About what? I asked. Your friend, he said. Daniel. I went quiet. What about him? He lost his job, Liam said. Something about trouble at work. I leaned back. I see. And your wife, he added carefully. She's not doing great. I stared at the ceiling. That's not my concern anymore. Just thought you should know, he said. Thanks, I replied. After the call, Grace sat beside me. Bad news. Old life, I said. It's catching up to them. And how does that make you feel? She asked. I thought for a moment. Nothing. Nothing, she repeated. Not anger, I said. Not satisfaction. Just nothing. She studied me. That's a kind of peace. Is it? I asked. It can be, she said. I nodded slowly. Then maybe I'm getting there. She smiled softly. You are. I looked around the cafe. For the first time in a long time, my chest didn't feel heavy. I think I can breathe again, I said. Grace nodded. That's how it starts. Not happiness, I said. No, she replied. Peace. I took a deep breath. Yeah, I said quietly. Peace. And for the first time since everything broke, it felt real. James, a familiar voice said. I stopped walking. I didn't need to turn around to know, but I did. Emily stood there, holding a baby. She looked different, tired, fragile. Hi, she said softly. I nodded once. Emily. Her grip tightened around the baby. I didn't think I'd see you again. I wasn't planning on it, I replied. There was a silence. Then another voice spoke. James. I looked past her. Daniel. He looked worse than I expected. You've lost weight, I said flatly. He gave a weak smile. Yeah, life does that. I crossed my arms. What do you want? Emily stepped forward. We just want to talk. About what? I asked. Everything, she said. I shook my head. There's nothing left to talk about. Daniel rubbed his hands together. I lost everything. I looked at him calmly. Now you know how it feels. He flinched. I deserve that. Yeah, I said. You do. Emily's eyes filled with tears. Please don't be like this. Like what? I asked. Honest. Cold, she whispered. I'm not cold, I said. I'm done. She looked down at the baby. This is my daughter. I glanced at the child, then back at her. I figured. She didn't do anything wrong, Emily said quickly. I know, I replied. She deserves a chance, she added. That's not my decision, I said. Daniel stepped forward. We're not together anymore. I raised an eyebrow. That didn't last long. It fell apart, he admitted. Shocking, I said. James, Emily said, her voice breaking. Please don't talk like that. Why not? I asked. You want kindness now? I want forgiveness, she said. I looked at her carefully. Why? Because I regret everything, she said. That doesn't change anything, I replied. I know, she whispered. But I had to try. Daniel looked at me. I messed up. That's one way to say it, I said. I thought I could handle it, he continued. But I couldn't. You handled it just fine when I was gone, I said. He winced. I hate myself for it. That's your problem, I replied. Emily took another step forward. I miss you. I didn't react. I think about you every day, she said. That's not my responsibility anymore, I said. Tears rolled down her face. You were my home. You had that, I said, and you threw it away. I know, she said. I know. Daniel looked down. I tried to fix things. And I asked. It only got worse, he admitted. Of course it did, I said. He looked up at me. I don't expect forgiveness. Good, I replied. Because you're not getting it. Emily wiped her face. Then at least don't hate me. I paused. I don't hate you, I said. She looked up quickly. You don't. No, I said. Hate takes energy. Then what do you feel? She asked. I took a breath. Nothing that involves you. Her face fell. That hurts more. I know, I said. Daniel stepped back slightly. I wish I could go back. You can't, I replied. I do things differently, he said. That's easy to say now, I answered. He nodded. You're right. Emily held the baby closer. I'm trying to be better. Good, I said. Do that for her. I will, she said. Silence settled again. Is that it? I asked. She hesitated. Can we ever talk again? No, I said. Her voice broke. Never, never, I repeated. Daniel looked at me. This is the end, then. It ended a long time ago, I said. Emily closed her eyes. I understand. I nodded once. Take care of yourself. And you? She asked. I already am, I replied. I turned to leave. James, Daniel called. I stopped, but didn't turn. I'm sorry, he said. I stood still for a second. Then I said, that's your burden to carry. I walked away. James, Emily called softly. I didn't look back. After a few steps, I heard another voice beside me. You okay? Grace asked. I glanced at her. Yeah. She studied my face. You don't look shaken. I'm not, I said. Are you sure? She asked. I expected it to hurt, I admitted. But it didn't. That's growth, she said. Or numbness, I replied. She shook her head. No, you spoke clearly. That's not numb. I exhaled slowly. I don't hate them. You don't have to, she said. I just don't need them, I added. She smiled softly. That's stronger. I looked ahead. I thought I'd want revenge. And, she asked. I don't, I said. What do you want? She asked. Peace, I replied. She nodded. Then you already won. I stopped walking for a second. Did I? I asked. Yes, she said. Because you let go. I thought about it. No anger. No weight. Just quiet. I guess I did, I said. She stood beside me. You're not alone anymore. I looked at her. For the first time, I felt it clearly. I know, I said. And that was enough. You're early today, Grace said, placing a cup in front of me. I couldn't sleep, I replied. Bad dreams? She asked. Not anymore, I said. Just thinking. That's progress, she said. Feels strange, I admitted. Peace usually does, she replied. I looked around the cafe. It still feels new. But you're not, she said. I smiled faintly. I guess I'm not. She leaned against the counter. You've changed. I had to, I said. Do you like who you are now? She asked. I thought for a moment. I understand him. That's a good start, she said. I don't feel lost anymore, I added. Then you're doing better than most, she replied. I took a sip. I still think about them sometimes. Grace nodded. That's normal. It's not anger, I said. Not even sadness. Then what is it? She asked. A lesson, I replied. She smiled softly. That's healthy. I didn't expect that, I admitted. Growth rarely feels the way we expect, she said. I leaned back. A year ago, I would have reacted differently. How? She asked. I would have wanted revenge, I said. Or answers. And now? She asked. I don't need either, I replied. She studied me. That's strength. Or acceptance, I said. Both, she replied. My phone buzzed. Who is it? She asked. Unknown number, I said. Are you going to answer? She asked. I hesitated, then declined the call. No, I said. I don't need to. She nodded. That says a lot. I used to chase closure, I said. And now? She asked. I created, I replied. She smiled. I like that. Later that day, I stepped outside. The sky looked clear. Nice day, Grace said, joining me. Yeah, I replied. You've come a long way, she said. I had help, I said. You did the hard part, she replied. I shook my head. You helped more than you think. I just listened, she said. That's more than most people do, I replied. She looked at me. What do you want now? I thought about it. Something real, I said. Something honest. She nodded. That's fair. I'm not rushing it, I added. You shouldn't, she said. I've learned that the hard way, I replied. She smiled slightly. Pain teaches fast. It does, I said. There was a quiet pause. Do you regret anything? She asked. I looked up at the sky. No, not even them, she asked. I shook my head. They showed me what I needed to see. And what was that? She asked. That trust isn't blind, I said. And love isn't enough on its own. She nodded. That's true. I used to think surviving war was the hardest thing, I added. And now? She asked. Now I know it wasn't, I said. What was harder? She asked. Coming back, I replied. She didn't speak for a moment. That makes sense, she said quietly. I survived things that should have killed me, I said. And yet you're here, she replied. Yeah, I said. Still here. And stronger, she added. I smiled slightly. Different. In a good way, she said. I hope so, I replied. She looked at me carefully. You don't hope. You know. I exhaled slowly. Maybe I do. We stood there in silence for a moment. Do you ever think about the man you were? She asked. Sometimes, I said. Do you miss him? She asked. I thought for a second. No. Why not? She asked. Because he trusted too easily, I said. And you don't now? She asked. I do, I said. Just carefully. She smiled. That's not weakness. I know, I said. The wind moved slightly. I looked up again. Same sky. Different feeling. I used to stand under this sky and feel broken, I said. And now? She asked. Now I feel steady, I replied. She nodded. That's growth. I took a deep breath. I survived the war, I said quietly. Grace looked at me. And I survived them, I added. She smiled. That matters more. I nodded slowly. And this time, I said, I actually believe it. She placed a hand on my arm. That's the difference. I looked ahead. No weight. No anger. Just clarity. Thank you, I said. For what? She asked. For helping me find my way back, I replied. She shook her head gently. You found it yourself. Maybe, I said. But you were there. And I'm still here, she said. I looked at her and nodded. Yeah, I said. You are. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't looking back.